Do you just feel like there is no air left to breathe? Do you just wanna to be left outside the grid? It's all for sure, you didn't know. I wonder what it meant to be.
The term breaking in, I have no knowledge where that term comes from. I don't use that term. I don't say breaking in. I actually just call it backing and educating the horse, because we are educating them anyway, and educating means so many other things that it doesn't actually imply a person getting on the back of a horse. What we do, we use what we call just a yearling bit, okay? It's just a straight bar bit, and it doesn't put any pressure on the horse's teeth. You see there's a gap there? Okay, so the bit goes in there and it doesn't hurt them. It must fit comfortably, not too tight, not too loose. We actually use honey for the first few days so that the horses enjoy the taste of the bit in their mouth. This next stage with your youngster, once you've put its bit in its mouth, is to bring it into the ring. We bring them into the center first, because one of the most important things about a horse is must learn to stand. I know they're going to gallop, but initially they've got to learn to stand and walk properly. This is when we're actually teaching them to turn left and right on command. And this is how we start, is just at the walk.
Heaven knows that you put your time into it. Hell of a woman, sweet red wine, and how you choose. Well, let's get one thing straight, it ain't about what you do for me. Well,
the long reins do make a horse learn to go forward on their own confidently. Also with the long reins, they learn how to turn left and right. So when there's a rider on their back, they will know what pressure in the right side of their mouth means. It means to turn right. So we teach them all that on the ground first, so that they learn to walk and trot in the ring on voice command with the long reins on. It's also important to keep the speed of the trot slow, because young horses are still growing and their joints and muscles and ligaments are all still developing. The saddle is put on in the stable first. The horse is introduced to the saddle, and then we take them to the lunge ring and they are trotted around with the saddle on until they're comfortable with that. Then we get somebody to, one of the staff members will go half. I call it half, I'm not quite sure what it's called. And we do it as a routine. We do 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. It's important with young horses to work on both sides. Once they're happy with the weight on their back, then we can get on their backs. Once we get onto their back, then we walk them out in a string with horses, still with somebody leading, and then they do their first trot. This all takes about 6 weeks to do. It does depend a lot on the muscle development of the horse as well. If the horse comes in and it doesn't have any tone in the muscle, then it might take longer, because I believe that a horse has to have the strength to carry the weight on the back. My name's Jill Fox. I am the owner of the Fort Stud, where we breed horses and we also pre-train horses here as well.
sweeter than this, the taste of the sun's soft warm kiss. And now I hear you in my heart, like a solid tempo drum, beating 1, 2, 3, and 4, always on my mind, forevermore, forevermore.